A large portion of the pain and suffering that we experience in life is due to our inflated ego. In this video, we shall be talking about how we can dissolve our ego. Hi, this is Harold and welcome to the Sanctum. The Sanctum is a channel dedicated to learning and exploring the ancient teachings of the East and West. If you're new to this channel, please remember to click the subscribe button and the bell icon and give this video a like. So in this video, we shall be talking about the ego. What is it and how we can dissolve it? The goal of certain spiritual practices is to dissolve the ego and allow it to become fluid so that the experiences that we go through in life do not stick to us and we're able to go through life smoothly and be of benefit to humankind. So first of all, what is the ego? The ego is essentially our sense of identity. This sense that we are the center of this universe and that everything revolves around us. It gives us our likes and dislikes, our wants and needs, our expectations. It defines who we are in a certain way. But in reality, this ego has its purpose. In life, we cannot exist without an ego. It's simply doing what it's supposed to be doing. However, at times, if we believe that we are our identity, that that's our true self, it prevents us from living life to its fullest, as well as experiencing that which is beyond the I. And anything that we identify with, I am this, I am that, I am not this, I am not that, I like this and I don't like that, it becomes a part of our identity. And in reality, everything at some point must go. We can identify with a person, we can identify with a part of ourselves, we can identify with a material possession, we can identify with a situation, we can identify with anything. As soon as we identify with something and it becomes a part of ourselves, this becomes a problem, because everything in life eventually must go. And as soon as it becomes a part of ourselves and that thing needs to go, it causes us immense pain and suffering. And the whole point of dissolving our ego is to allow things to flow smoothly. So another example is if something challenges our ego. If our ego identifies with a certain way of perceiving and something comes that challenges this perception, it starts to affect us. We start to get angry or jealous or upset in some way, and we will allow that external situation or thing to affect our internal peace, and therefore we experience suffering and pain. But it's not our fault, right? Everything will begin to challenge us in some way. Whatever belief or perception that we hold dear to us, there's someone who will and can challenge it, and that can affect us in a certain way. So the whole point of dissolving the ego is to remove all these labels that we give ourselves, is to remove all these identifications, is to remove all these attachments, so that we can gain a fuller understanding of what's beyond the I. The I, or the identity, the ego, could be seen like bars almost. Bars in a jail cell that's keeping us trapped from truly experiencing that which is beyond. And usually, dissolving the ego is not the easiest process. It's a very difficult one, because as the ego begins to dissolve, the more it'll try to challenge you, because it doesn't want to dissolve, it doesn't want to disappear. It wants to be there. It wants to rule your life. So the more you try to dissolve, the more it will begin to fight back. So it's a difficult journey. But taking this journey can bring about immense joy and bliss. So in this video, I'm going to share with you probably the greatest thing I've ever learned in my life, that was taught to me by a dear teacher of mine. And it's something that I do every day and that I'm doing right now as I speak to you in this video. And it's essentially a very powerful technique and meditation arguably one of the most powerful, that can help dissolve your ego over time and also bring you great peace, great balance, great serenity and stability within yourself. And these practices are extremely ancient in origin, and they're so mundane but also extremely difficult. And for the sake of this, let's just call these techniques presence techniques. Now, everybody keeps talking about being present. Now, you must be in the present moment, stay in the eternal here and now. But how do you do that? How really do you do that? Practically speaking, you can tell somebody, oh, okay, I'm here in the present moment. I'm right here, right now. Yes, I'm here. But are you really? Are you really here and now? So, let me share you a technique. Let me share with you a technique. How you can be really rooted in the here and now. First, I would like you to stand or sit exactly the way you are. And I would like you to just bring your awareness to your left foot. Feel the solidity of your left foot. Feel the heat emitted by your left foot. Feel the shape and the weight of your left foot. Feel the blood rushing through your left foot. You don't have to focus intently and hardly on your foot. Not in that way, not in an intense way. Just simply be aware that you have a left foot and it's right there. In the same way, instead of the left foot, you can even use the right hand or the left hand or the right foot. But choose one of the extremities of the body for now. And just keep your awareness there while you watch this video. And you can do this. Right? You can even look around your room while remaining on your foot. Just keeping a small aspect of awareness on your foot. Or your hand or any other extremity of the body. Now what happens is, little by little you may lose your foot. You may have lost it now. Every time you lose your awareness on your foot, come back to your foot. That's the exercise. So mundane, I know, but there's a reason for this. Every time you get distracted, come back to your foot. What happens is, over time, if you're able to stay on that foot, you'll be able to stay on it for an extended period of time. And what you'll notice is, as you stay on that foot all the time, your thought process, your mind, becomes calmer and calmer and calmer. Because you're not thinking of the past. You're not projecting yourself into a future. You're right here, right now. You're on your foot. So in that way, this self-talk, this narrative that we give ourselves, this ego, starts to dissolve over time because you're not thinking much. You're just being. You're being right here, right now, on your foot. And little by little, it's a very powerful technique. It doesn't sound powerful, but trust me, it is. That awareness will begin to move up your leg, and suddenly you realize, wait, I'm not just on my foot, I feel my entire left leg. And suddenly you're feeling your right leg too, and suddenly you feel your entire body just existing here. And then once you've mastered that, you can start to add in the sounds, hearing the sounds around you, in addition to feeling your entire body existing here. And then you can even add in your visual sense, what you're hearing, what you're feeling, and what you're seeing, not just what you're looking at, but even the peripheral vision. And when you're able to do this, and this takes a lot of work and a lot of practice, probably years of practice, when you get to that stage, something very interesting happens. You start to crystallize yourself. I use the word crystallize because that's what it feels like to me. You start to crystallize yourself in the here and now, purely in what you can see, feel, hear, in your senses. And then your mind, your mental consciousness starts to push outwards a little bit, and there becomes what occurs is a separation between your true self, that which is behind the ego, and the ego itself. So now the ego is not something that has power over you. It's something that you're simply using to exist. And all those labels, those likes and dislikes, those pains and pleasures, those anxieties and sadnesses, all that anger and jealousy, all that hatred and upset is not you. Everything that you went through in the past, everything that you're going through now, everything that you will go through in the future, it's just an experience. No good, no bad. It's just an experience. If it's a beautiful experience and you want to experience it fully, you can. If it's a painful experience, you can simply observe it. And observe it for what it is. So it's an incredibly powerful and profound technique that can bring you immense joy, inner power, and propel you towards happiness. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon, and please like and share this video. And if you wish to support the growth of this channel, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon. I shall leave a link in the description box below or on the screen in front of you. Thank you, take care, and I shall see you very soon. Peace.